Our conversation brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Congratulations on your punctuality.
Thank you.
Hey, we've got a lot to talk about with you because you've got a lot going on at the YMCA. And it's like, where do you start? Let's start right at the Y because your doors are open now.
Yes, sir. We opened on June the 8th.
Mm-hmm. So what does that mean in this green environment in which we find ourselves?
Well, don't you just wish green meant go?
Yeah, I know. When the light turns green, you press the gas, you go.
That would be a lot easier for folks.
Yeah.
We do our best to try to decipher the guidance from the Pennsylvania Department of Health, the CDC, and then you got to throw the governor's spin on things in there too. But we're open. Our health and wellness center is open, so folks can come in and exercise in the fitness center. We're doing a number of our fitness classes. We've moved them all to the gymnasium just so that people can socially distance a little bit easier.
Space out.
And the swimming pool is open for lap swimming now. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those are the functions that people who walk through the door want to do. Those are open. We're really not open for programming yet indoors. We're working on a plan for that and to reintegrate all of those things. And it's coming. We hope soon, but it is coming. And we're hoping over the next several weeks we'll start bringing a lot of those things back into play.
Yeah, and of course people need to wear their mask and do all the socially acceptable things, the physical distancing and all of that. And the outdoor facilities, they've been churning right along, haven't they?
Yeah. Well, at the Y, when you come to exercise, it's just not safe to exercise with a mask on. So you don't have to wear the mask while you're exercising.
Right.
So it's just, you wear it when you come to the door. We zap you with one of those infrared thermometers just to take your temperature. And, we haven't had anybody that has had a high temperature yet. So everybody has come and got their temperature taken with their mask on. They walk to wherever they're going, the fitness center, the gym, or the pool, and then they take their mask off and go about their business. So we've seen a double in our walk-through traffic just from last week to this week.
Yeah. Wow.
So hopefully people are recognizing that just those little things make a difference in helping to keep people safe and healthy. As long as everybody does their part, we'll be okay, and we'll be able to keep adding things.
Yeah, and one of the things about the Y is you guys are really, really good at letting people know what's going on. So they can always check your Facebook page, always check your website, and you'll let them know as things become, more open, as more services are available, or if something else happens and it reverses, which we certainly hope doesn't happen.
Yeah, really. Yeah, now we've really tried that. We really probably doubled or tripled our Facebook activity over the COVID-19 issue since the end of March, just to try to keep people engaged. The things that people have as a part of their day, that was taken away from them. So, we really tried to find alternatives to coming into the building to keep people active and engaged. So we really, really doubled down on how we used our Facebook page and our website and things like that. And it has a lot more traffic now. So we do utilize that as a good communication platform for us. And then we reach out to the folks that are members directly with their emails. And we've sent, maybe a half a dozen emails over this time, just explaining to them what's going on, keeping them up to speed, so on and so forth.
Yeah, and the videos are terrific. That people have been able to exercise along with. Those are very well done.
Yeah. Our staff has done a terrific job, and for a lot of them, you can't really tell that it's the first time they ever had to do something like that. And they really, really did well with it. I was very happy.
Terrific. Okay, so let's drive across town to Mack Park.
Yeah, that opened on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So it's different because it's outside. And the governor threw us a curveball. Outdoors, you're okay as long as you're socially distanced. Masks, as you know, as long as it's not a large gathering, they're optional, so to speak. He threw a curveball last week when he said he wanted people at outdoor pools to wear masks. So, which is different than the CDC guidance. Their opinion on that is that if you're outdoors and you're socially distanced, that you're okay not to.
Yeah.
So we've asked folks to consider doing that, as the governor has asked us to, But it's really more along the lines of a recommendation.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, is that there is no clear guidance. It's not, requirement and recommendation are two very, very different things.
Yeah, yeah, and we had a conversation about this in one of our meetings just the other day. Is that really causes a lot of anxiety just for the community, because you can go into a number of places where it's posted to wear your mask, and that is that's probably the socially responsible thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
But because it isn't a requirement, you have folks that for whatever reason could be health related, they're just not wearing masks.
Yeah.
And, you got people on both sides of the fence, and we understand that. And it just creates a lot of anxiety and tension between folks. And, this isn't an Indiana County thing. It's not a YMCA or any other specific business thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a worldwide pandemic.
Yeah.
And we just hope folks can, remember that and try to keep things in perspective. The Y, like anybody else, we're not really trying to inconvenience anybody. We're just trying to do the best we can to get people back to something like normal.
Yeah, absolutely. So talk about the actual operations of the Y. When are the hours, and what can people expect when they get there? Or at Mack Park Pool.
At Mack?
I'm sorry. Yeah, at Mack.
Yeah. At Mack, there are normal operating hours. We're open from 11 to 7 Monday through Friday, and 12 to 6 on the weekends. That's pretty typical for the operations over there. We're looking at down the road in the next couple of weeks integrating some programming back in the mornings like we had in the past, like things like water exercise, some sort of swim team training program.
Yeah.
We do have a swim team training program that'll start next week, but they're going to be in much smaller groups than they typically are. So we're going to start reintegrating some of those before-hour programs that take place over there. Mm-hmm. And when you're there, we have spaced out all of the lounge chairs and the other things such that as long as you leave them where they are, you sit down and you use them. Yeah. We have signs on the chairs that once it's been used, you just flip it over that says that it now needs disinfectant when you're done with it.
Okay.
And our staff will come around and we spray the chairs, we spray the picnic tables, and the concession stand, we spray down the locker rooms. So we do that a few times throughout the course of the day to make sure that equipment is available and clean and sanitized for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me about passes.
Typical day passes, you can either get, pay the day fee, and we have 3 different rates, a youth, a student, and adult rate, and those are $4, $6, and $8, same as in the past. We did modify the summer season pass rate. We took a look at the remaining amount of time in the summer and then adjusted the rates down that percentage. So, we're not charging people a typical summer rate because they don't have a typical summer's amount of time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right. So very good points, and people know now that Mack Park Pool is available for them again. That just makes you feel good, knowing that the pool is there, the kids have something great to do, and the adults do too. So one other subject I need to get in touch with you about and find out about is the 4th of July.
Yeah, we were really, really hoping. We've been delaying our decision, and our committee is terrific. I mean, they do all the work. I take no credit. They're the ones that do all the hard work, and they put on this terrific event. But they had been waiting as long as we possibly could to try to get a sense of whether or not this 250-person gathering regulation was going to be lifted. Mm-hmm. And it just doesn't seem practical that that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So they just decided at the end of last week that we were going to cancel the traditional 4th of July celebration that people had come to expect from us over the last 5 years. Mm-hmm. However, we're still going to put off the fireworks display, and normally our sponsors are paying for a lot of things throughout the course of the day. We're going to enhance the fireworks. It's going to be a bigger, better fireworks display than they've seen in the past. And the folks from Coral Grayston, they're going to partner with us to help do that.
Oh, good.
So this year's Colonial Motor Mart fireworks display, tongue twister, is going to be bigger and better than ever. CJ's been a terrific supporter of that every year, and again, he stepped up to be the lead donor for the fireworks display. So we're happy with that, and And we have, probably a dozen other donors that have stepped to the table to support that as well. So
Yeah.
should be bigger and better than ever. I do want people to know that the park itself will be open during the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, families like to go out and find a place to do a picnic, so the park is open. But at 7 o'clock, they're going to clear the park and shut it down.
Okay.
Just so that they don't get big gatherings there.
Sure.
You know,
And the pool's open that day too, correct?
Correct. Yeah, it'll be open till 6 o'clock that day because it's a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
But with the higher, bigger, better fireworks, they should be able to be seen from a lot further out. And let's face it, there's a lot of places over around Mack Park where folks could go and watch the fireworks and have a nice shot at them.
You can see fireworks from practically anywhere around for probably about 4 or 5 miles. You can watch them.
No doubt. But I just want people to know that they're even going to be easier to see this year.
Terrific. All right, so good information today from Eric Neal, the YMCA. People want to learn more. Of course, your Facebook page is a great place to start.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Eric, have a wonderful day today.
Yeah, Todd, you too, buddy.
All right, we'll see you.
Bye-bye.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, 101.1 FM and AM 1160.